Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Something I've been playing with here a little lately. Let's see where I had to do some repositioning. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to put the kit that I built on the cold steel SRK-C? SRK-C? I can't remember what the exact name was, but it was the cold steel that we used for Knife of the Month, the orange one. And I built this pouch from this single pistol mag pouch to go on the front of its Kydex sheath. So it's the same contents. Even the ferro rod is the same as the one that we had on there. So it's all pretty much exactly the same. But what I done was I just went with, like I said, this single pistol mag pouch because of the way that it attaches. There's some past videos on how we attach these things to different sheaths, but depending on what sheath you have is going to be how you're going to attach it. So originally I just went right on the edge. You can see how there's like there's an edge there between the side and the top, and I just drilled right in. I think I used a 3/16 drill bit. I just drilled right in on that edge on both sides. And the first one was this lower one that I done, and what it done is it made this hang down too far where I couldn't get a zip tie over the back of it. Ideally you could take and hang it low enough where you could put the zip tie through this part of the sheath and through these weep holes, I guess, and that would hold it really well, but it would still be down here someplace close to the end. And these guys like to kind of slide down over time, just from steps and getting in and out and this and that and other. It'll settle. So I found that it's better to get it up a little higher than what you really want it and attach it there and let it settle down over time to just get a kind of let it go into the place where its forever home would be. But the this is the Mora Kransbol. Not exactly sure how to pronounce it. But there was a lot of real estate on this guy for me to use, so I did it. Just like I said, I drilled the holes, and the zip tie is far enough inside it that the blade doesn't hit it. So if you're just doing normal stuff in and out, you're not going to hit. You can see the blade kind of down there with the light shining off of it. It's a ways from the ferro rod, and you're not going to get it. And then this one going around the outside, you're not going to hit it anyway. But it rides really, really well in the holes. Now you could take and just go around. I could have put two different sections of inner tube on here, and then use a Ranger band through the spots on the sheath and around the rubber on the sheath and cinched it down real good, and that would have kept it from sliding around too much. But if you do drag something, see how much that got moved? But what that is I screwed around with this the other day. The back part here is adjustable. So what I really need to do is just cut that off and get this pushed back down in there. Like so. That's what I can do is I can take and melt in one of the other videos. We can do it right now. As a matter of fact, I'll show you guys what's what. So I'm going to take this guy off. I don't actually have, I don't know if I have everything out here that we're going to need, but we are about to see. I'm just going to break this zip tie here. The way that this goes, that piece goes way down in there in case I wanted to leave that on for if it was coming off and I needed to put it on my belt. I like having this on here. But what I did with these is to take everything out. So here's the contents. It's basically everything right there. So now, I'm sorry, wasn't gonna make it that long, but this will work. That almost has a spot in it right there. I'm gonna take and heat up a nail and poke it through the side of this. So when I run the zip tie through, it can just go through the whole body of it, and we don't have to worry about it being on this and moving up and down. So, I'm gonna pull this guy off and carve a little bit off of it with my Swiss Army knife. Just use my scissors here. Clean that dude up. It's just a Swiss Army knife fire X. Then I will take finishing nail. I used to have some laid up here from where I had did this one time before. Finishing nail. Finishing nail. Well, said we were going to do it. I might not have a nail right here, somewhere close. It's okay. Let me grab a nail real fast. Sorry, I had to walk off, but that's all I had right here on short notice. Sorry, I just got some nails out of from my finish nailer. I'm gonna cramp this dude in a pair of vice grips like so. Then I'm gonna come over here. Alright, so then what I want to do is I want to see where this top hole is going to go in conjunction with this top hole and where it's going to ride. I guess I'll go about 3/4 of an inch down. I'm going to heat my nail up until it's red. Come down here and just melt a hole in it like that. And I'm going to heat my nail up again. Ta-da! That's it. I don't have any zip ties out here with me, but what that done was the one that's going to slip on the bottom, so it'll slip on the bottom and the top will go through those holes right there. And the zip tie will be on the inside of this pouch, and everything will just slide over the top of it. I try to keep a lot of this stuff in large pieces, so I'm not having to fish out a ton of little bitty small pieces. But now I'll go and get a zip tie and zip tie that, and then it's not gonna slide up and down. And I like to melt a hole in it just because it doesn't fringe as much like that. Pretty easy. But I wanted to be able to use this pouch on something coming up instead of me just letting it live unused in the knife drawer. So it's kind of unfair to all of the stuff. If I build the kit and then I don't ever use it, I just move on to something else. So we'll use this guy. Sorry, I didn't plan on doing this while we were out here. I was just gonna kind of talk about where we drilled the holes. But anyway, that's an exploded view of how we built, or how I attached this sheath to a Kransbol sheath. This pouch to a Kransbol sheath. Anyway, y'all, appreciate it. For more stuff, you can subscribe, follow along, and check out us on Instagram at Bushcraft Kelso, bushcraftkelso.com for gizmos and gadgets. And yeah, appreciate it, guys. Later.